Welcome to the session called Understanding Capabilities. Here, we will discuss the term capabilities and why it is important for businesses to plan for capabilities. But first, would you remember where and when we last discussed capabilities? Yes, we discussed capabilities when we reviewed the Business Viability Framework. The second C in the 4C plus E framework relates to capabilities. A business needs capabilities to make or buy products and deliver services. Capabilities help business perform the required activities. Without capabilities, a business will not be able to deliver the products and services efficiently to its customers. So, what are the capabilities a business will need to have? The capabilities of a business are of three types: skills, equipment, and time available to the owners of the business. Skills are needed to run a business. People without appropriate skills may not be able to create products and services which customers want to buy. If the cook in a restaurant is not good and is not trained properly, will the food be tasty? The answer is no. Customers will not want to buy badly cooked food. However, if a restaurant employs a skilled and experienced cook, the restaurant will become well known for the good food it serves. There will be more customers and more sales. Skilled cooks are essential for the success of a restaurant business. Let us consider another business. Skills are also important in a soap making business. Chemicals are used to make soap. The workers will need to be taught on how to mix chemicals correctly. These skills are essential to create the right product and to maintain safety in a work environment. Skilled people are needed to run any and every business. The second capability that a business would need is equipment. A salon business will need to buy hair dryers and proper seating arrangements. A restaurant business will need to buy large pots and pans and a stove. All these items are equipment. It will not be possible to run business without the right equipment. Often, the equipment that needs to be purchased costs a lot of money. A business must consider whether it is essential for it to buy the equipment. The other choice is to rent the equipment. If the business decides to buy the expensive equipment, it must prepare to have money flow out of the business. On the other hand, renting equipment would involve lesser money flowing out. But there will be a recurring cost for the rental charges. For a business that is just starting up, it is often better to rent equipment and have a recurring cost instead of buying the equipment. This point is also crucial when a business is planning to grow. The third type of capability relates to time and effort. The people working in a business should have adequate time and effort to run its activities. The business owner must spend time to manage the daily work. The employees should make themselves available when the customers need their services. Let us take the example of a tailoring business. The demand for tailoring work increases when there is a festival in the month. Festival time is also the time when people want to be on leave with their family. Giving leave to employees before a festival will not be a good decision for the tailoring business. The business should ensure all staff is available for work during peak demand periods. Businesses that do not invest the required time and effort in a business will not be profitable. Let us now end by reviewing the main points. There are three parameters which fully define capabilities of a business. The first is skills that a business will need to make products or deliver services. But often, skills will not be enough as some equipment will also be needed. And that is the second parameter of capabilities. The third and the final parameter is the time needed to make products or deliver services using skills and equipment. This parameter helps an entrepreneur understand how much time she will need to spend to run the business well.